The first thing you shouldn't do is put your hand up on the microphone. I understand that. Hey kids, welcome. We're the Missoula City Band. Thanks for coming out tonight. Our buddy and local song leader, Ron Wilcox, is doing a number of things with us tonight. Hey, why don't you stand up and let's do the Star Spangled Banner. He'll help us out. Someone came up and told me about a birthday. Is it Bob Jones? God, you gotta help me out because I wrote it on the back of one of our little menus and I gave the menu to a drummer who lost it. There's a birthday in the house tonight. There's several coming up later. To all the itinerant birthdays and the one I just missed, Ron's gonna help us out. Here's happy birthday. Ron and I could have too much fun tonight. Hey, we've had plenty of people come up and ask me about my buddy Bill Roach. He's okay, he's just taking a year off. That thing piled up in his life and he sends his love. He's not sick, and I was glad about that. Well, he's always been mentally challenged. But physically, he's doing okay. Trying to figure out how to deal with retirement. He's having more difficulty with it. I'm just doing wonderfly with it. But I'm gonna stumble and continue to waste your time in between. I'll try not to do too much tonight, though. It is Beatles mania, and Bill will be back next year. I don't want to replace the boy. He's irreplaceable. And for those of you that have enjoyed his wit and humor, he'll be back, no doubt. For all you old-time band people, this is the strangest concert I think I've done with the city band. As I started studying my scores, it was like, oh my, there's not a legitimate tune in the whole folder for this week. There's usually, there's cutesy stuff, and then there's solos, but there's always some meat and potatoes for band people. An overture from the 1940s or a march from the 50s. This whole thing is without a legitimate tune. And it scares me. And I'll be interested to find out how you folks like it. I haven't done it before, and the kids in the band have been encouraging me to do theme shows, and last year we did one on Back to the Future. I was going to say how the West was one. Pretty close, huh? Well, what precipitated this whole thing was that this is the 50-year anniversary of Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. And, oh my gosh, you know, what a, uh, and those of us my age are the punks that made it happen, and you folks that are older had to put up with it because we were going to play it whether you liked it or not. And most of the music is so memorable that even the punks know it. So we're going to kick off our show with Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Sergeant Pepper taught the band to play. They didn't go in and out of style, but they built enterprises around. So we introduced you, the actor over all these years, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Sit back and let the evening go. Sergeant Pepper's lonely, Sergeant Pepper's lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. When you'll be here, it's certainly a thrill. You're such a lovely audience, we'd like to take you home. We'd like to take you home. So let me introduce to you the one and only Josh Huntley. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Oh man, and the clothes. So let's step back a few years. I'll take things in chronological order as much as I can. That was 67. Here's I saw him standing there, George, and they gave both the writing compliments to Paul and John, as most compositions were. And this one preceded Sergeant Pepper by 4 years. So this is 1963. And you know, I was 10 years old. How old were you kids? And we'd run down to the record shop. I even had a record shop in my little burg, and for 50 cents I could buy that 45. And even the flip side were great tunes, and we all collected 45s and didn't even know what an album was. The old people had albums of Burl Ives and things like that. Ray Conniff Jr., nuh-uh. We had 45s, man, and crappy monophonic record players. That's what we had, and we loved it anyway. Here, as I saw him standing there. Yeah, the problem with early Beatles rock and roll and not being guitar players is that most of the tunes were quickies, and then the band guys that came out and thought, hey, we'll make arrangements for our pep bands and marching bands. And then they screw with the Beatles arrangements, thinking that they could do something better than what the Beatles already had. So sometimes the arrangements are significantly different than what you know. We got to the verse and chorus, and I saw you singing along. Well, I see a singer out there singing along too. Please feel free to sing along at different times. Ron will be singing. I see singers in the house. Maybe we'll get somebody else up here. Hey, here's 65 now. This is a better arrangement. It's almost right. All right? And everyone will know it from the first. Oh, I know. Oh, my. All right. Hold on, Tessie, how many notes you can give me? Yeah, 3 notes. Oh, 3 notes. Ready? Oh, wait, 3 notes. Can you name this tune in 3 notes? 2, hold on. Ready for it up. 2, hold on. 2, 3 notes, play.
Day Tripper.
Here's 4 notes. Here's 4 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're singing the 4 note. Yeah, that's a da 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 da. It's Day Tripper. 'Uh-oh. That's right, the mic's always hot, you can hear me. There was all kinds of conjecture, scared the Jesus out of our parents, thinking it was all drug-related stuff. It was all crap. They were just trying to sell records. Was John dead? Was Paul missing? Was the elephant a walrus? Was a yellow submarine really about taking ass? All the scare tactics to sell records, and we went right out and bought them, man. This is as close as we get to a march today. Oh, look at them manhandling our money takers. All right. Dig down deep. You can have a hug if you dig down deep and she says okay. I'm not giving it away. This is as close as we come to a march, kids. And it is just a straight up march. There's a gentleman in the back who heard me last week say Beatles. He wore his Beatles t-shirt tonight. Yeah, baby, wear it proud, buddy. And he's older than I am, I believe. I believe. Here we go. Here's Yellow Submarine. You hear me up here screaming out for him. We're trying to enrich these cheesy arrangements, and you could tell that was like, well, I guess we should call out the drum and bugle corps in the middle of this tune. It was written by the band director at Michigan State, and you know Michigan State. Oh, I love that. That's right. Ron got a degree from Michigan State. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. It wasn't a band degree, though. All right. Thank you for your lovely donations to the band. We appreciate it. After rehearsal, someone suggested that this arrangement, this poor arranger decided that Eleanor Rigby meets Mission Impossible. All right? That somehow this cat thought he knew better than all four. Well, he probably did know better than Ringo, but that he knew better. Come on. Ringo? Jeez. Did you ever see the movie Caveman? Oh, man, you want to see something horrible. Just dare you to find that piece of. Boy, Ringo was a caveman in that movie. Best thing about the whole movie is the theme song. Here is Eleanor Rigby meets Mission Impossible from the year 66. told you that was a strange one, huh? Woo. Didn't see as many people singing along with that one. Sing along with Ron now. Hits from 65, no, 64, 65, and 67. Man, were they prodigious, weren't they? You know, then now we have one-hit wonders. We see an EP from a group once every 4 years, man. We're encompassing 4 years just tonight of the Beatles, and they went on for, how long were they together, 20? Oh, man. These cats wrote a lot of stuff, and even though it seemed like it was just pop music, it was more than that. There's some real decent things here. Ron will help sing them. Here's Hello, Goodbye, Ticket to Ride, Penny Lane, and Can't Buy Me Love. Ron Wilcott on vocals and bass.
You say yes, I say no. You say stop, and I say go, go, go. Oh no, you say goodbye, and I say hello. Hello, hello. I don't know why you say goodbye, I say hello. Hello, hello. I don't know why you say goodbye, I say hello. I think I'm gonna be sad, I think it's today, yeah. The girl that's driving me mad is going away. She's got a ticket to ride, she's got a ticket to ride, she's got a ticket to ride, and she don't care. I don't know why she's riding so high. Try to think right, try to do right by me before she gets to say her goodbye. Try to think right, try to do right by me. I think I'm gonna be sad, I think it's today, yeah. Girl that's driving me mad is going away. Oh, she's got a ticket to ride, she's got a ticket to ride, she's got a ticket to ride, but she don't care. Penny Lane, there is a barber showing photographs of every head he's had the pleasure to have known, and all the people that come and go stop and say hello. On the corner is a banker with a motor car, and little children laugh at him behind his back, and the banker never wears a mask in the pouring rain. Very strange. Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. There beneath the blue suburban skies, I sit and meanwhile back. can't buy me love. No, 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 no. Say you don't need no diamond rings, and I'll be satisfied. Tell me that you want the kind of things that money just can't buy. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love, can't buy me love. Love can't buy me love. No, 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 can't buy me love. Love can't buy me love. No, no, no. No, 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 can't buy me love.
Now, I know how much you're enjoying the wind out there. And if I wasn't up here fumbling around with papers, I'd be right there with you, kids. But we're up here wrestling for all of us to have to read little dots on the page to make music. I'm sorry. We're wrestling. Enjoy from 66. It is not Earth, Wind, and Fire, but they covered it. Everyone and their dog covered it. Here's Got to Get You Into My Life. I think that arrangement's better than the original. All right? That's the only one of the whole evening that's like, ooh, we do it better than the Beatles did, man. Because it's really just swing music, and they stole plenty of swing. You know, the early rock and roll was just R&B, and it swung, and they didn't know it wasn't hip anymore. That's still some good music, man. Hey, Kathleen, are you in the house tonight? Kathleen, there's something happened to us this year, Kathleen, and it's going to happen to Kurt Stapenbeck. Where are you, Kurt? Oh, you can tell. He can barely stand up. Kathleen just waved, and it happened to me this year. Good God. When I'm 64. Could you imagine when we were listening to this stuff 50 years ago? Could you imagine we would have lived that long to sing the song and have it be our freaking age? I never thought I'd live that long. Well, get ready, because I'm probably going to do some singing. I'm sorry. Ron, turn that camera off. There we go. When I'm 64. Valentine, birthday greeting, bottle of wine. When I've been out till the quarter of 3, would you lock the door? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me? Oh God, I'm 64. no way did we think we're gonna live that long. My gosh. 64? Whoa. Well, you've heard let's see, Mission Impossible. You've heard Swing. You've heard Rock Where It Doesn't Belong and March Where It Doesn't Belong. Get ready for this one. This is Hey Jude. Oh, I can just hear Lennon turning over in his grave. I can hear him. He's cursing at me because it's done in Begin. So if you find yourself cocking your head to the side, it's the Begin. Kids have no idea what a Begin is, but it was an early Latin dance. And us old people know what a Begin is. And this ridiculous guy did Hey Jude, and then he put it in the wrong time. So we've also messed with it and tried to fix the time. Good luck. You'll still know where the chorus is. Now turn around, we'll all sing Hey Jude together, okay? Fred, if you're out there, I'm sure you didn't even buy that. Someone before you bought that. Fred Nelson, the band director at Sentinel before my time. A Beguine Beatle tune. Oofa. Well, let's see. We're getting near the end. Here's 68. I've grown all the way to 15 now. And, I grew up in Detroit, so, man, I had Stevie Wonder and the Four Tops and the Supremes, and we were listening to this stuff, going na 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 na. You'll be singing along with me on this one. It's the only time in public that we can say this one word, and you'll know what it is, and you'll all start smiling it when you start singing it, kids. Here's Obla Di Obla Da. Thank you for helping us pick stuff up, boy. It's going to cool the house down nice, and we appreciate you coming out and letting your own house cool down. If you got air conditioning, I'll be over later, okay? Otherwise, this breeze is going to blow everything out, at least from my house. Thank you so much for coming out. I'd be interested to know your intake on a night full of Beatles. It's been fun, and the band's had a gas playing. We're going to take the reprise as every big Broadway show does, that you play it in and you play it out. So we're going to end out with a Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. We'll be back next week with a more traditional program featuring Missoula's Cutest Couple. And there's no doubt about it. Let's see, Caitlin will be singing a medley of Gershwin love songs and some, O Mio Babino Caro. And then Jess will be playing a legitimate saxophone work along with a number of other things in the program. Just 2 weeks ago, kids, and summer's gone. Some of you have to go back to school. Sorry. Sgt. Pepper's. Thank you so much, folks. See you next week. Thanks, Ron.
Correct.